Looking for space, now it's Maloney, extra pass, Poser, it scores! With 3 seconds to play in the second overtime period, and the Tigers are 3 seconds away from advancing. Tries to go that direction, it's Logan McCarroll, stopped by Licari, however. He has some open space in front. Now catches the man on defender, towards the back post, and it's tapped on in by Ryan Neapol. Slotted inside, and that's stopped by Temkin. Skip shot, and that's powered in by Parella. Skip shot stopped. Thomas Licari, perhaps his best stop of the afternoon so far. Shot clock down to 5 seconds for Harvard. Prentice, big stop by Zoller. Good look from Prentice. Exclusion time is now expired. Nice find, cross pool, and that's into the back of the cage. Papanikolaou, fake the long shot, goes lob, and that's really hard to defend, and that is just a beautiful strike for the Rams. From the campus of Princeton University, we welcome you to opening round coverage of the 2022 Men's Water Polo Championship. It's the Princeton Tigers meeting the Fordham Rams here this afternoon inside D'Annunzio Pool. With the former standout Princeton goalkeeper Billy Motherway, I'm Drew Casey as we get set to go for this one. Billy, no slouch that these teams have gotten here for a reason. They're playing very well as of late.
Yeah, both teams very dominant in their respective conferences, and I'm not surprised to see this matchup, a rematch of last year's playing game.
Yeah, last year's playing game in which Billy Motherway was the goalkeeper for Princeton, by the way. Let's take a look back at how this season in 2022 these teams have gotten to this point, beginning with the Fordham Rams, a team that has 26 wins and 7 losses, now back-to-back conference titles, and this is a program that has made great strides in the last couple of seasons. We get a champion out of this group of teams. The one East Coast team, again, will play USC coming up on Thursday. As you see those rankings, USC at the top, Princeton at number 9. Some think Tigers maybe should be a little higher than that, 6 or 7. And Fordham checks in a tie for 16th in the latest rankings. This should be a very, very exciting fourth quarter, Billy.
No, I'm excited to watch. And here we go with the sprint as Pizarich pushes off for the Tigers.
It's going to be tight here. That ball almost leaned a little bit on the Fordham side. Never know when it hits the water, but Princeton does win it. They go 4 for 4 in that department here. They hope that's all they'll need. But you never know the way this one is trending. Let's see some bonus action. This team's played a 13-12 contest, a thriller, here at D'Annunzio Pool back in early September, nearly 3 months ago.
Good pressure by the Rams early in this fourth quarter.
Quinones fires from distance, and it's blocked aside.
Yeah, you got to figure the Rams are going to push hard at the beginning here, with the momentum kind of swinging in their direction at the end of the third. I expect to see some good offense from them early on.
This matchup has not been tied since 4-4 in the opening minutes of the second quarter, and this one ricochets out and stays in control with the Rams.
All the bounces going the Rams' way right now. It was earlier for Princeton, but here it comes.
Sent into the set, looking for Loupakis, and that's just off the mark.
Yeah, Princeton getting a little lucky there that he just fires that over the cage. West coming out and cutting the angle down, but sometimes it's just better to have it go straight over. And here comes Mitrovic, looking for the fourth of the day.
Leads all players with 3.
He thinks better of the shot. Neapol attacks down.
Back to Quinones now, 10 seconds to shoot. Feeding the set, double team, whistle. Excluded out. Johnston won it.
That's an ejection on Silvestri for the Rams. Tigers with a big opportunity here to put themselves up 2 again.
Pass a little bit off the mark, dangling towards the lane line, and it will break for Fordham.
Yeah, and Coach Litvak may be hoping the Tigers slow things down a little bit there and take their time on that 6-on-5, but kind of forcing into the post a little too early.
Second opportunity of this quarter for Fordham to tie it at 9. I have a feeling these Rams fans in attendance just below us will go nuts if they can find a way to tie. Nieto Jasny for Parella. Parella, lob, shot, and it's bar out.
Oh, and he had that there. Temkin kind of coming back.
Whistle coming up Pool against the Tigers. Fordham will get another possession here. Everybody racing back. Sent inside, 5-meter. Fordham will have an opportunity to tie it.
Yellow-red being issued to Coach Litvak. He's got one more strike. We'll see if Temp can come up big for the Tigers or if the Rams can tie this game at 9. And it seems to be Papanikolaou taking the 5-meter.
So it will be George Papanikolaou, the sophomore from Greece. Everybody getting set to tie at 9. And away we go. And it's stopped by Temkin. He kept it out. And we still play at 9-8 Princeton.
And what a momentum swinging save.
So here's Pozarich, an exclusion at center. And that's on Vidanoff, or excuse me, that's on Berenyi. Timeout has been called. Lucas Nieto-Jasny there wearing 8, George Papanikolaou wearing 6. A couple of sophomores with international roots. Calm and composed this Fordham team has been throughout. And that would make sense given the season they've had and the matchup they had with Princeton earlier this season. That was a 1-goal game when it all was said and done. 13-12 was the final in which Princeton was victorious.
The team's coming in, setting up. See Near Gross out at the 3 position. Would not be surprised if we saw him drive in and try to get a pass off the drive.
15 seconds on the shot clock. We are level, 6-on-6 field player-wise. Rams looking to tie. This game has not been tied since 4-4. Papanikolaou inside to set just wide. Good look inside from Near Gross.
And Mitrovic grabs his nose a little bit, but then starts to swim down the pool as we reach 1 minute left in regulation.
If Princeton uses this full shot clock, there would be 37 seconds left to play. A Princeton goal here would put this one not quite on ice, but pretty close to it with the time. That remains. It's an offensive, and Fordham has possession right to left here. Down a goal.
See if Backrack decides to use his timeout now or save it for maybe one last possession.
He's calling for it with his
we go.
words, and there it comes. It's just a 30-second timeout.
Seems like they're going to be going 7-on-6 with someone wearing the 1A goalie cap.
You see head coach Brian Backrack, he was just looking at the scoreboard to his right and weighing the options. And it appears they are going to do so.
Wonder who's wearing the 1A cap. Don't see which number that was before. Maybe Lupakis. We don't see number 4 out there. Lupakis another center, so that might make sense.
So here we go. 18 seconds on the shot clock. 7-on-6. Cage is open on the other end as Fordham looks to level at 9 here. Nieto-Jasny working with Lucas Silvestri. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Silvestri moving in, fires a shot, and he scores! And we're tied at 9 with 23 seconds to go in the 4th quarter in this opening round matchup.